Hello, ladies. Hello, welcome back. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you've been here with me for a while. I've got these nice lines down my shirt today. This is the only time of the day that I can record. My daughter is home with the flu, and I have to get this done due to my weekly schedule, so that's why I have this. But anyways, today we are going to talk about composition in peri and postmenopause and why the scale has got to quit being your end-all be-all measurement of progress. I'm going to discuss body fat per decade, other forms of measurement that need to become a huge priority and give you just as much importance and put as much emphasis on tracking these as you do the scale. So we're going to discuss all that today, give you a few key tips, a few things to think about when it comes to this period of life. And yeah, let's get started. Hey, my name is Cynthia Williams. I am an integrative nutrition practitioner. I specialize in working with women in midlife to help them understand these hormonal changes and fluctuations and all the things that are going on and coming as we hit midlife and beyond. Because the things we were doing in our 20s and 30s, they no longer work, and they shouldn't. We're no longer 20 and 30. Which brings me to my point today of talking about body composition in midlife and beyond and realistic expectations when it comes to that. So first up, I want to talk about body fat and measuring body fat versus just scale weight, okay? Let's talk about starting at 40. I'm gonna go decade by decade from 40 to 60 and beyond and give you what body fat should be. And then I'm gonna tell you how to find out where and when or how to get your body fat measured. So from 40 to 49, excellent body fat percentage would be 18.5 to 21.2. Average would be 24.9 to 28, and poor would be anything higher than 32.1. For women aged 50 to 59, excellent would be 21.6, average would be 28.5 to 31.5, and poor would be anything higher than 35.6. For women 60 years and older, excellent is 21.4 to 25, average is 29.3 to 32.4, and poor is 36.6 or higher. So how can you figure out what your body fat is? It is called InBody, and I will link it below. They have an InBody finder, where you can type in your zip code and you can find places in your local area that have this machine. It may be a gym, it may be a supplement store, it might be a doctor's office. It can be a variety of places. You can go in, the cost is typically $10 to $25, stand on this machine and get a readout. It will tell you the amount of muscle mass you have, the body fat you have, the visceral fat you have, the body water you have. It's a very good indicator of what your overall health looks like. So you can do that. The second way, which is actually the easiest way, is getting a scale, a smart scale, and having it at home. They're going to average you a minimum of $100 or more. But if you think about it, if you're going to do 4 InBodies over the course of a time, you've paid for your own scale. I personally have what's called a FitTrack scale, and it is pretty accurate or consistent with what the InBody reads. So I do feel like it's a pretty good indicator of where you are. I'll link that below as well, and it will give you all kinds of biomarker information: visceral fat, body water, muscle mass, protein rate, metabolic age, like lots of things that you need to be looking at as progress markers outside of the scale. If you were just simply using the scale as a form of measurement in midlife and beyond, you are just going to be frustrated. You are going to set yourself up for a bad headspace if you just depend on that scale. You need to start looking at these other things for composition changes. The other thing that you need to do is measure. You need to get a measuring tape. They're like $2 at any drugstore, and start measuring your shoulders, your waist, your hips, and keeping track of those measurements, because you can see zero shift on the scale and see a lot of composition change, meaning we're reducing fat mass and increasing muscle mass, and you're getting smaller, but the scale doesn't represent that. I have a picture right here of a client. This is a great example. She's almost, I think, 3.5 inches off her waist, zero change on the scale, zero change on the scale. So this is why we need to use other forms of measurement to see where we're at and make sure that we're headed in the right direction. Is your strength improving? Is your energy improving? Is your skin improving? Is your hair improving? Is your digestion improving? Is your overall mood improving? Is your energy and strength and workouts improving? Is your energy throughout the day, like, are you no longer having those 2 to 3 p.m. slumps, improving? Is your overall activity or your steps increasing throughout the day? If all of those things are improving and you are in the right direction, you are doing all the right things, your body is improving in health. The more you can learn about menopause, perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, and be armed with knowledge going into these times of your life, the better this experience is going to be. Ladies, the average woman goes through menopause at the age of 56. The average woman lives to the age of 86. That is 30 years spent in postmenopause. How do you want those 30 years spent? Lively, enjoying family, traveling, doing all the things, because you are making the choices and you're educating yourself now and getting yourself in the best shape you can, which for a woman in midlife is building lean muscle mass, reducing fat mass, getting good sleep, increasing daily activity, high protein, high fiber foods, water intake, reducing alcohol intake, working on all of those things that you have to make changes in midlife in order for midlife to be fantastic for you. I hope it provides some insight into realistic expectations when it does come to midlife. And have grace, ladies, have grace. Have patience with yourself. Realize this is not a, sprint. We're in a marathon, and we need to make changes that last, that are sustainable, and that will make our health the most optimal that it can be, because it's not just about how long we live, it's how well we live. All right. So you can find all my information at CynthiaWilliamsWellness.com. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you find this information beneficial, you're enjoying these talks that we're having. Share this with your friends. I would appreciate it. And you guys have a great day.